أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في درس جديد. كيف حالكم؟ أرجو أن تكونوا بخير. Today we are starting a new series in which we will cover a new diacritical mark called Sukoon, in addition to long vowels which are not symbols but letters used to lengthen sounds. Our reference point in this series will be short vowels. I hope that everyone has a solid grasp of short vowels, but even if you don't, please refer back to the series that will appear on the screen. I cannot stress this enough. We are going to cover a lot of ground in this series, but as usual, I'm going to try to keep things as brief and as uncomplicated as possible. So, without any further delay, let's dive into our objectives. In this series, we will learn what sukoon is and how it is used in Arabic. Then we will discover what long vowels are and how they are used in Arabic too. And finally, we will finish this series by practicing both sukoon and long vowels. Since this whole lesson cannot be done without prior knowledge of short vowels, let's quickly recapitulate them. So, what are short vowels and how do they sound? Short vowels come as little symbols placed on top or underneath letters to alter their pronunciation. Their mission consists on differentiating between the several sounds and meanings that a sequence of letters can have. In total, we have 3 short vowels called fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Fatha has a short a sound as in at. Kasra has a short e sound as in kit. And dhamma has a short u sound as in who. Let's quickly practice short vowels on the letter ba. Ba fatha ba. Ba kasra bi. Ba dhamma bu. Ba bi bu. Let's not forget to mention that fatha and dhamma are always written above the consonant, while kasra is always written underneath it. We can call each short vowel by its name, fatha, kasra, and dhamma, or we can regroup them under a unit called harakat. One more time, harakat, which literally means motions. So, harakat is nothing but the short vowels, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Finally, words or text containing short vowels are said to be vocalized. After this quick recapitulation, time has come to start our new series. So, let's begin, shall we? I need your full attention here, please. Since short vowels are our reference point, let's place them right in the middle. This is not a math lesson, but please bear with me. It will make it easier to remember. If we multiply short vowels by 0, we get sukoon, which literally means an empty set of short vowels or absence of short vowels. But if we double short vowels, we get long vowels, which literally means extending each short vowel from one length to two lengths. I'm quite sure that the first question that crops up here is, how can we pronounce a letter with no vowels? We are not used to this, and it is a little bit intriguing. So let's start by defining what sukoon is all about before moving to long vowels. Fear not, we will use simple words to demonstrate the usage of sukoon. Sukoon is a circle-shaped diacritic placed above letters. It indicates that the letter to which it is attached is not followed by a short vowel. Sukoon is always written above the consonant it follows. As you can see, sukoon looks the same in all positions. It looks like a small O placed on top of the letter. Just like fatha, kasra, and dhamma, sukoon is added to letters to alter their pronunciation. Any letter carrying sukoon on it is known as sakin or sakina. Okay, so all of this is terminology. Let's now focus on the pronunciation. We all agree that every letter has a name, isn't it? Well, every letter has a sound too, even without short vowels. And if you still remember, harakat means motions. So, what fatha, kasra, and dhamma do is to provide these motions by moving the letter's sound. Let's take a look one more time at the letter ba with short vowels. While listening carefully, I need you to think about fatha as moving the sound up. Ba, ba. And to think about kasra as moving the sound down. B, B. And to think about dhamma as moving the sound forward. Bu, bu. When we move the sound of a letter with harakat, these motions make the letter more audible, noticeable, hearable, whatever you want to call it. But when these motions are absent, the letter is called at rest, and the term used to describe this state of rest in Arabic is sukoon. So, how can we hear a letter at rest? How letters with sukoon sound like, and how letters with sukoon are used. When a letter is in conjunction with sukoon, we don't move the sound of this letter, but instead we keep it at rest. In this particular case, we need a technique to emphasize the letter's sound. So, if a letter has sukoon on it, we emphasize the letter's sound by joining it to the previous one. In other words, we need to form a syllable that begins with a letter carrying a short vowel. It's a must. The reason behind that is that Arabic syllables and words never ever begin with sukoon, and that a second letter always signifies the end of a syllable. So, one more time, if a letter is carrying sukoon, it means we are not moving the letter's sound but keeping it at rest. And all we have to do is to emphasize the letter's sound by joining it to the previous one to form a syllable. By doing this, we are not moving the letter, we are just sounding it out. Don't worry if this sounds a little bit overwhelming. We are going to detail on how to sound out the sukoon in just a second. So here we have an example. It is the subordinating conjunction if written in Arabic. Let's analyze it. We have Hamza using alif as a chair because it is a word initial Hamza, and Hamza is sitting underneath the alif because the short vowel used is kasra, which will give us the sound E. When joining E to a noon with sukoon, also called noon sakinah, we will get the sound in. One more time, in. I'm going to repeat it one more time, and what I want you to focus on this time is on the fact that sukoon sounds like as you are pronouncing just the beginning of the letter's name. In this case, noon, it will be an. So listen carefully. In. In. So the sound of E joins effectively to the first letter of the name of the alphabet. In the case of noon, it will be N, so it becomes in. In. To perfectly sound out the alphabet with sukoon, you can choose any letter you want to start the syllable with. The only condition is that this letter has to be in conjunction with a short vowel. Let's sound out a couple of letters with sukoon. So, هيا نبدأ. أب، أت، أث، أب، أت، أث. One more time. أب، أت، أث. That's it for today. هذا كل شيء اليوم. شكرا على حسن استماعكم. مع السلامة.